To crease, it's Hill. And he's able to shed one. And gets a pretty good pickup.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack, all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
The handoff. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Rides to the back. Sees an alley. Breaks into the open. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. They got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Now here's Russell. Takes a hit as he fires.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Ton of ground to cover here on third and long. Takes the handoff. It's Riley. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
When you go on the road, man, oh man, you love hearing the crowd. But more importantly, you love shutting the crowd up. There's no better feeling than coming out, getting that juice going, getting that confidence going, and getting that running game going right at them and gashing them right out the gates.
Quick handoff. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3. Ninth play of the drive coming up, but they'll have to convert third and long to keep it going. They try to pop a run on the draw. He gets it to the 34-yard line, but excellent third down defense, and fourth down's coming up. And they decide to trot out the kicker. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. No good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same.
You can't miss opportunities like that. You're playing on the road in a hostile environment. You're trying to seize momentum right out of the gate. You get a nice drive to start the game, and then you miss the field goal. You don't get any points to show for that. If they're going to win this one, guys, they've got to take advantage of those types of opportunities.
They couldn't find the uprights on that 51-yard field goal attempt, so they'll give up the football. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 34. Uh-oh, look out. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They give it back to him. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuff both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Looking downfield, it's Mayaba. Just got rid of that one.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
And the Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. Makes a nice grab at the 25. He got nothing on the return. Outstanding job there. Tide ready to roll on offense. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They go play action with Russell. He's going to take a shot. Goes high to pull it in. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. High-flying pass catchers and the Crimson Tide. That combination wasn't right at the top of your mind, say, 30 years ago.
No, it used to be run, run, more run, and you've seen over the years they've opened it up, the playbook, and they've brought in dudes. They've had some guys that can fly. They've had receivers winning Heisman trophies, like so many game breakers on the outside that make big plays in this offense.
And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Again, it's Russell. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker. Russell from the gun on 3rd down. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots. You read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Oh, and he missed it. No good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is.
And you wonder if mechanically something is off with this kicker. That's now his second missed field goal of the day. And guys, we've got almost perfect conditions to kick the football. I'm not sure what's going on.
First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. The run inside. It's Jordan. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Scanning the field, it's Mayava. Lets it fly. Fighting off the defender. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
Tight ends nowadays, they're oversized wide receivers. They run routes like wide receivers. They make people miss now in space. They're guys that are now featured in offenses where in the past that wasn't the case.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. They'll move the wide receiver. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Escapes the pressure to his right. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the 1st down.
Really good job by this defense. 3rd down, understanding, taking away the pass first. But I got to react, man. When these QBs take off, I got to stick my foot in the ground. Stop playing pass. Come up and get him on the ground. Big 3rd down stop.
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Looking for the marker. Got a little space. Maybe a crease. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted to 4th down to keep the drive going. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Scoreless as we head into the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing ends of the field. Play action on 1st down. Out wide right, it's Bowman. Oh, what a move to get open. Around and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them and it'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
The Trojans with the 1st and 10. They'll run it. It's Miller. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
Wants to throw. It's Mayava. Fires to the wideout. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Touchdown, Southern Cal! Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Send the tight end in motion. Throwing Russell. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. A shot for the end zone. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Trojans!
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So you either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Left side, it's Rodgers. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
Right side, it's Rodgers. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Looking for running room. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Right at the line. Looks as if the Crimson Tide will have the first down.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Might as well give it to him again. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Running inside. It's Hill. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. Powers inside. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Fourth down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. Quarterback will keep it. He's not quite going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs as the defense stops him a few yards short.
Man, listen, we know this QB wants to take off. 4th down, go time, got to make a play. Defense locked in, dialed in, got to him, got him on the ground, didn't let him get to the sticks.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Moves the pocket. It's Mayava. Hauls it in. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wide out there on the slant.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Churns into the pile. Oh, he's got some space. The 20. He's at the touchdown, Trojan. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited, get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Hand it to the back. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Riley. Works it ahead for 6 yards on the play. That'll be enough for the first down, and it also takes us to the 2-minute timeout. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Motion from the back. Russell. Oh, pressure's coming. And it's a sack.
Well, this offensive coordinator has to be scratching his head because he's trying to keep his quarterback protected. He's trying different things, sliding the offensive line, keeping tight ends and running backs in, shipping, going empty, and getting the ball out quickly, but it's not working. They're just losing the one-on-one battles up front, and in the second half looking forward, I don't know if they're going to be able to fix it.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Back to throw, it's Russell. Fires to the middle. Makes a connection. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a first down. This drive's been productive so far, already picked up a couple of first downs, now out close to midfield. They've been overwhelmed so far in this first half. Intercepted, a first half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Straight ahead, it's Jordan. They got it blocked just enough and a good gain on that run. And the Trojans are in the hurry-up. Handoff again. Makes him talk to the hand. He'll move it ahead and a good productive play on the ground. They've got a third down and manageable from right around midfield. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Throws it deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
The Trojans will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Punt is on its way. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Quick give. It's Hill. Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Might as well run him again. Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Second and long here. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Rush right in his face. Escapes trouble. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run, but that time they had him all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
Third and short now from their own 48. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. Well, they say the bounces eventually even out, but they've been pretty much one-sided today.
And the defense needs something to happen so bad. You're in a deficit already. You get your hands on a football, and the offense still makes the play. That is so demoralizing for this team.
And the Trojans look to keep this drive humming. They'll send the back in motion. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. He'll try to take it back. Running inside the 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And he puts through the extra point. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Sends it back in motion. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Out wide right, it's Mosley. Picked up about 6. They're looking at 3rd and 4.
Nice job by the quarterback there throwing the hitch route against zone coverage. You can't stare at him. If you do that, and you allow the flat defender to get underneath it, and that might be a pick 6. So really good job by the quarterback there, using his eyes to manipulate the defense.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Hit as he throws. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. The Trojans decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Not a lot of room to make this catch. They stop him immediately, flying down the field, and get to him before he can even get started. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Russell on play action. Going deep. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the 1st half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot. They're not able to come away with the completion.
Way to go on 2nd down. Keelan Russell finds his target. Journey begins with a step. This offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Looking left. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down.
And the defense is kind of smiling about that one, right? The receiver got a chance, got open, had a chance to make a play, but man, you don't see it very often, but just lose concentration, and that is a big 3rd down stop for this defense on that drop pass.
Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Back to the ground game on the left. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
As an offense, you've got the lead, you've had success running the football. You hope that this play is just the blip because you know you're going to have to lean on your bell cow running back to ice this game and close it out.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air. It's Mayava. Stepping to the right. Trying to make magic with his feet. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2. And, man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And that's the first thing that's really gone right this afternoon. You got a big deficit. You haven't hit the quarterback very often. You need to change that around. Good start of the second half here. Make him feel uncomfortable.
Not a lot of room to field this one. Taken down right away. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Motion from the wideout. They go play action with Russell. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Cuts it upfield. It's Hill. There he goes. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Russell on play action. He wants to take the top off. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
2nd and long here.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A soaring high punt with serious hang time. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Coverage unit all over him, stopped immediately. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Tight end finds a soft spot. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
From the gun, it's Jordan. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Bush is ahead. Breaks into the open. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And the Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Jordan. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Shoots it to the left. It's caught downfield. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows. He can run slants. He can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On the direct snap, it's Mosley. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it on the counter. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Sets his feet. It's Mayava. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Haven't seen a lot of that in this game so far. This offense has been clicking on all cylinders, lighting up the scoreboard, high level of execution. They were looking good on this drive until that play right there. And finally, the defense is able to make something positive happen from themselves on a critical 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
You know, you're seeing in college football now how the tight end position is evolving. The athletes playing the position now are just so much better than they used to be. And this guy on that diving catch, he just showed you that.
And this one is perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes that Alabama offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Caught. 7-yard pickup on that one is now 2nd and 3. Alabama quickly back to the line.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Offense lining up quickly.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
He'll take a deep shot here. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Throwing Russell. Looking to the big tight end. Right side, it's Edwards. Finds a seam. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And how about him? Nice job catching the football and then turn it into a playmaker. Turn it into a small, wide receiver. The tight end shows off the ability to run after the catch, make a big play, and get the big touchdown.
That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back.
Right, here we go.
Hits inside, it's Miller. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Bama! What a great play. What a huge moment for this defense.
Oh, they could not have come up with a bigger play at a more opportune time. The defense getting the interception and taking it back to the house right at a point in the game when it looked like the offense was maybe going to pad their lead and seal this one. All of a sudden, this game has gotten really interesting.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. What a brain cramp. He just lost track of the play clock and gets hit with delay of game on a 2-point conversion attempt. Then perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. receiver going in motion. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of a game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. Give to the back. Crosses the 45. Still running at the 40. There he goes. To the house. Touchdown USC. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
He'll bring it out. It's Rodgers. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Tide ready to roll on offense. The Trojans use their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Russell unloads to the wideout. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Moving the pocket, it's Russell. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
They're going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Touchdown, Southern Cal! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here. Late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job. Not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You'd think that should do it now to get the win.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rink. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Those kind of plays can be huge for momentum. Even with the short return, they're set up at the 45. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Miller with the ball. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. from the gun, the ground game. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. The freshman running back being attended to. We hope he's able to get back in the game shortly. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Trying to get behind the defense. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. And he's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that lead grows even bigger. From deep, it's Rodgers. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Good coverage to knock that pass away. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Keelan Russell. Under pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. 4th down, Russell. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you can try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. They can stop the clock a couple more times, and they need to get it back fast, down 2 possessions as the clock keeps winding down. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation.
Ready, go!
The defense still has a couple of timeouts at its disposal, but down a couple of possessions, the offense will take a knee. Now facing a 4th and long. Not only the scoreboard, but the clock on the side of the offense as they take a knee, though the D can stop it a couple more times. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. A couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off of them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a competitive game. This is a bad day, and the rankings will reflect it when they come out.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.